So you want to be a small business owner. And during the pandemic, you have so many small businesses that are struggling. If you're a small business that's struggling, you are just getting hit and hit and hit. You're going to be successful because you could take more than the guy across the street that's selling the same thing as you. I guess the overarching concept would be the grass is greener, right? So everybody always says, oh, you have an ideal life, you don't have any problems, you're doing well. I honestly don't know how well I'm doing. I feel blessed, but my life is not all cupcakes and rainbows. We're going to go over some of the issues that I've had being here and some of the stresses that I have being here. But you're always at the mercy of your customer. So if you don't have a customer, you don't have sales. And if you don't have sales, you don't have money. And if you don't have money, you don't have a business. And you don't have a life. You don't have a car or a home or any of those things. That's the way the economy works, right? Things you struggle with as a small business owner. You see the business differently than the people around you. I see my business in numbers. Everything's numbers. All the food that you buy, it costs a number. The food that you're going to prepare and sell costs a number. The employees you have cost a number, and you want that number to be the best value you can get. So employees, you pay a number, and you want to see that number pay for itself. You want to see enough work done every hour to pay for that person. You want to quantify every step, and with every step, there's a cost. Sometimes it's evident what that cost is, sometimes it's not. If you think about it, every small business has a lot of components to it. For example, me, I have a walk-in cooler, I have a freezer, I have 2 other coolers, and all those units have dozens, if not hundreds of pieces and parts to them. In the last week, I've gotten calls about my AC being down, so I've needed to fix that. I needed to call a professional in. Unfortunately, when you deal with a commercial industrial company with a big AC system, it took a week to fix. It didn't shut down our business, but when you're asking your employees to work in 95-degree temperatures, that sucks, and I feel obligated to suffer along with them. We have 1 freezer here, so if that goes down, I have to fix it immediately, find a new place to store my frozen products, which would be asking one of the other small business owners that I know in town, hey, I need a favor, it's an emergency, can I store some of your stuff? Or I come in and fix it. But the alternative was calling a commercial freezer specialist. So that person's going to show up in the next 24 hours or so. They're going to hopefully have the parts to fix it, and they're going to charge you an arm and a leg. I would like it fixed now because if I need to buy a new freezer, it's not going to be coming here in an hour. It's going to be 3, 4, 5 business days. I've had my walk-in cooler go out. I've had to replace my fire extinguisher system because the fire department shows up one day and says, hey, you know, this business has been a pizzeria for 30 years, but guess what? We didn't see that the fire system has been wrong for 30 years, so you need to go get an estimate and get that fixed. Equipment upgrades, right? So when I started here, we had an oven, we had a single oven, and that single oven, anytime it went down, it was a pinch point, right? We make pizza, so if we don't have an oven to make pizza, we don't make money. What we did, we got a new commercial double-decker oven, so if one of them breaks, then we have another one we can just turn on and use for however long we need till we get the other one fixed. So now we could always make pizza, assuming we don't have some type of a tragedy.